Revel Phillips says, what we find near Mirbat and Wadi Sake is a very unusual geological phenomenon where you actually have veins in the metamorphic rock in which you have had cold intrusion, gases bringing up predominantly carbonates. The unique thing about this deposit is that it has come from so deep and is very well exposed on the surface, according to Ron Harris. Near the surface, the iron carbonate will break down. It weathers to form iron oxide, and that is precisely the best kind of iron to use. And that's what Nephi had, iron oxide. The geologists found it, and it was in perfectly usable shape because of the erosion. Fascinating, isn't it? What makes the find unique is the very soft pulverate limonite, which is iron with a little bit of water in the structure, and also iron carbonate. This is remarkable because by having these two things occur in the same rock, you have an iron ore that is much more easily smelted. I have never seen any iron ore like this any place in the world. This has the ideal mixture for a layman. You just have to dig it up with your hands and it's ready to go. To me, the Lord did everything possible to make this easy to use. That's Jeffrey Keith, the other geologist who discussed and found this iron ore deposit. Ron Harris says the unique part of the iron ore discovery that we made was that the iron is actually mixed with the carbonate, which is usually naturally as a flux to lower the melting point of iron. The iron ore is highly concentrated, and so not only would it have been easy for Nephi to see and collect, it would have been easy for him to make a tool from these raw materials. Everything matches, including the ability for Nephi to have used that real iron ore where Bountiful was. That's just breathtaking. That's absolutely spectacular. And we have found it. 2 deposits, not just 1, 2 of them. Here comes my storm. Boy, you can see that cloud on the horizon. Woo! It's blowing like crazy. I'm going to go inside my camper. I'm walking through this forest now. It's a beautiful area. Beautiful place to make videos, that's for sure. There's the mighty Yellowstone Lake. It's a beautiful place. I'm sorry it's not a better day to do some videoing. That's alright, I'll continue tomorrow. It's a nice lake. Nice area. We've seen a little bit of wildlife out here in Yellowstone. Boy, that storm cloud is coming strong. You see it just starting to rain and snow on the other side of the lake there. There's some more of the storm clouds. It's going to come and get me quick. I'm going to head on in. Time to go. I'll return with more videos just shortly. Maybe I'll do some videoing in my camper too. I've got some maps I want to show you. Some more information on this phenomenal journey of Lehi and Sariah. Don't trip over the logs. Ooh! You gotta lift the foot over. Look at the waves on Yellowstone Lake. It is mighty windy today. Here comes the rain. Oh, you can see it over there. Squealing. She looks good. Alright, smile pretty for me, baby. Yeah, they look good.
Oh, what a nice picture.
What a perfect picture this is. It's good video. I don't know if it gets better than this. Back. We're way up here just past the Continental Divide. Back behind me is Shoshone Lake. It's just a sliver. But we're on our way to Old Faithful. Anybody who goes to Yellowstone has to show off Old Faithful. We're going to try to get into the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone tomorrow. And let's see, we've been around the Yellowstone Lake. Went and had lunch at, where do we have lunch at? Grant Village. Yeah, Grant Village. So here I am at Shoshone Lake. This is called Kepler's Cascade. Okay, I'm here in the Yellowstone geyser area behind Yellowstone, behind the Old Faithful. The identification of previous unknown surface iron deposits near Karfat, making Nephi's account even more credible, has been one of the most significant findings results from the fieldwork of the expeditions. The body of data about both places, Khor Karfat, Nahom, and Bountiful, means that their location is no longer merely conjectural. In the case of Nahom, the location is substantiated. By the most powerful evidence of all, we have the inscriptions on those altars, remember? And at Karfat, the weight of support rests upon the way that this pristine place uniquely meets an extended, very detailed scriptural paradigm. Significantly, several very early Maya accounts from Guatemala speak of the traditional place of their ancestors' departure as a place of abundance, great fertility that was near Babylonia, across the ocean. Isn't that interesting? Some of the writings go further, and they also describe the Old World departure point as a ravine, like a valley, and a place of reeds, a quite specific description that closely matches Khor Karfat. Perhaps in the writing elements of Lehi and Sariah's journey, their epic was preserved in some of the Mayan writings after the people got there. Who knows? But it's fascinating how all of the various elements meet together in this incredible body of literature, as well as incredible physical places in the world. That's on page 21 of this particular article by, I believe this is Aston's article. Yes, Warren P. Aston.